In all of our modules in English 240, we will look at published pieces that are examples of the genre and the form of creative writing we are concentrating on for those specific few weeks of the semester. For example, in Module 1, we are concentrating on the genre of drama in general and on the form of the 10-minute play in specific. So first we'll read a handful of published and produced 10-minute plays. Then we will write a read in response to one of them. Since it is the start of our semester together, I want to clarify that in this particular class, creative writing, we will each be reading as a writer when we carefully consider these published pieces. Though the term was popularized by the relatively recent book by Francine Prose titled, yes, Reading as a Writer, this is actually an ancient tradition of aspiring authors. Throughout human history, folks who have wanted to write have studied the masters who have come before them. So this semester, you're studying creative writing not only with me, but also with masters such as Susan Glaspell, Margaret Atwood, Annie Dillard, or Sharon Olds. In practical terms, reading as a writer means that our focus will not be on the content, but on the craft. That is, as writers, we will want to concentrate not on what has been written, but on how it has been written. That means we will concentrate on how the craft, the techniques of creative writing, enable the writer to communicate meaning to and to create emotional responses in readers. Because the process of reading as a writer is slow, not fast. A slower reading process allows us to carefully consider, for example, choices when it comes to words and sentences. A writer's word choices can, for example, create a tone of informality or formality. And lengths of sentences can affect the pacing of a piece. In both those examples, it's partially the choice between short and long. Much more on that later in the semester. Uses of literary techniques such as assonance or consonance, also known as alliteration, to make language more musical or lyrical. Uses of literary devices such as similes and metaphors to conjure clear and specific images in the minds of readers. Ways in which the structure of a piece, including the order of the events, create the sort of suspense that compels people to keep reading or watching. All four of those examples relate to the genre and the form we are currently concentrating on in Module 1. That is the genre of the drama and the form of the 10-minute play. Particularly that last one about the structure of a piece, which we'll read about a little later in excerpts from Aristotle's Poetics and from Freytag's Technique of the Drama. There are a couple of additional bullet points we could add to our list specifically for this first module, though, that relate to how language works in dramas such as 10-minute plays. Ways in which characters are constructed by their language. That is, how their respective personalities are revealed by their individualized lines of dialogue. And ways in which language helps to set the scene. That is, how the words spoken aloud establish the places where and times when the events in these particular plays happen. The point of reading as a writer, then, is to increase our respective sensitivities to the craft, the techniques of a creative writer. So the question is not, what did the writer tell us, but how did the writer tell us? In Module 1, we'll attempt to answer that question when we read published pieces by 8 of the masters of the genre of drama in general, and the form of the 10-minute play in specific, who have come before us.